Afternoon. It's Tuesday the 24th of February. I know that's right today because I checked it before I left the house. We're out with the girls. Milo's deli belly is much better today. He's eating normally. And what comes out the other end is not like tap water anymore. Thank God. We're out a bit earlier today. Give these two a good walk because the weather's been miserable lately and we've been trying to dodge the rain, and now the rain is not scheduled to start until about 10 o'clock tonight, so we're not in any rush. I can let them sniff to their heart's content, doing nobody any harm. We have enough days when we can only be out for 3/4 of an hour or something because of the rain. There's a big dog, just an elderly Labrador, just walked past us, and these two are following its trail in reverse. Just as I said that it's not going to rain until 10 o'clock tonight, it just felt a couple of drops on my face. I actually did uploaded the video last night before I went to bed, and I watched it myself before I made it live and checked the audio, and it was 100% better than it has been of late. My expensive toy has done the job, so I don't resent buying it. Come on, Skye. She's in tortoise mode, looking at all the crows there. You can see the wind still blowing. The way the leaves are flapping in the wind. As you can see, that big tree in front of us, it's flapping in the wind, so I imagine it's windier still on that side of the river. They're often two separate climates. The trees on the far side seem to shelter this side and vice versa, depending which way the weather's coming. Come on, Skye, stop. Go on, Sandy. Come on, let's go. Don't want anybody creeping up on us. Come on. My well is slightly shallower than my old ones, so I have to be a bit wary. Even though the river has gone down, still have to be a bit wary. Where I'm putting my feet, make sure I don't step into a hollow and suddenly find I'm below the waterline. I can't see anybody over here. Oh, I can. One person in the distance with a white dog. Not what we want to see, but hopefully they'll turn off and won't be coming in our direction. Windier this side. Maybe it's just gotten up while we were crossing the river, and it's now windy on both sides, but I doubt it. You'll just about get dry when we go back in the river to go home. Every day is a learning day. I was on YouTube looking how to get the best out of my microphone, and you can set it to a stronger noise resistance as well. So I've got that. I've got the wind muff on top of it, as well as it being inside my hoodie. So I couldn't do more to keep it out of the wind. And as if you've watched yesterday's video, you'll hear yourself. You could hear me, and you couldn't really hear the wind, apart from when it was absolutely howling. And the fella who I was hoping would turn off and not come in our direction, he's still coming, and his dog's off the lead, which doesn't help our cause. And I can still feel spots of rain on my face. But I think that's all it's going to be today, just the odd spot. If we stayed here for about half an hour and let him get by, he'd probably end up coming around the back of the long grass anyway and still meeting us, so there's no point in hanging back. Might as well just plough on. He's not going very fast anyway. I don't know whether you can see him in the distance. Blue jacket, white hat, or white hair. One or the other. Probably got white hair actually. Yeah, and here comes his dog. Looks like a westie. He doesn't seem inclined to grab it, put it on the lead, although he's walking over towards it now, so maybe he will. Yep, he's bending down, thank goodness. Put a few yards between us and the other fella. I'll turn around and have a look at him in a minute, make sure he's going through the long grass, and it doesn't look like he is, so he'll be hot on our heels all the while. Past! If he'd have gone round, we'd have been down the far end of the field before he popped out. Come on folks, come on. They can see him, they know he's there, which doesn't help, just makes them go even slower. Trying to delay things. Come on, Skye, Sandy, come on, Sandy, come on, Skye, come on, come on, come on folks, come on, come on. That really annoys me. Now he's decided, now it's spitting with rain, he's turned around and gone back the other way. After we've come this way. See what he's doing. Is he going to go or is he going to come this way? His dog's rolling in the SH1T. Hope he's got a hot shower ready when he gets back. Yeah, he's definitely going the opposite way, thank goodness. So we can turn around and go the opposite way too, and carry on our merry journey. It's like a few more crows have come this side of the river. Join us. We've come over to tease Sandy and Skye. So this is yet another day where we've had rain, albeit not much, but it's still rain, and we've had it every day this year. But we hear about other people on the channel, I suppose you call it, freezing away with 2 feet of snow and ice. And hopefully it's starting to pick up everywhere. I was looking at the temperatures in the Canaries today. Tenerife was 27. And that was a shade temperature. So it was a big improvement on their weather, because they've had some shocking weather too. Lens. You don't want to watch raindrops sliding down the front of the lens. And I deliberately didn't put a coat on because I thought the bad weather wasn't coming in until tonight. Oh well. Should never gamble. But then again, I'm not going to carry a backpack with 2 sets of clothing. And we're only walking around a few fields. Although we are doing it in relative peace. And just as I say that, a jogger comes into view, but he won't be upon us for 2 or 3 minutes. So we'll deal with it when we deal with it. It's very humid as well. We didn't have the heating on at all yesterday. That tells you how warm it's been. I haven't got it on today either. Although the fire's built up ready to go, and the heating only needs a switch if it turns cool. We've got Sandy pulling in one direction and Skye dropping anchor in the other direction. Come on, Skye! Come on! Skye! Come on, today! Good girl! Come on! Good girl! Much of a zoom on this camera. It only goes twice zoom, I think. So I don't know whether you can see him running there along the front of the bank. He's got white legs. We've got shorts on, but you can see he's arriving anyways fairly soon. Crows taking their life in their own hands. Past us now. He gave us a fairly wide berth anyway, because it's very muddy still, although it is a lot drier, so there's no water splashing everywhere. But I think we're getting a fair amount of rain tonight, so that might all change tomorrow, and we'll be back to square one. Splish splash. Yeah, with regards to Milo, he said we nipped it in the bud and got him in good time before he became ill, other than just having his diarrhea, which was good. We know he's not ill because he's still fighting and running around like a fly trying to dodge fly spray. Everyone's playing doctors and nurses again because the hospital staff car park is full. Real clump to be seen. Oh, the rain never really came. So let's go into the next field, see what's happening in that direction. And the jogger just gone by before we get there, and he has bare feet, so his ankles would be tasty. We didn't land on top of anybody, thank goodness. Oh dear, he's coming back. I have to put the camera away. His bare feet are going to be too appetising for these two. Oh no, he's gone round the lamppost and gone back again. Keep on this side of the pole. So the wind we've had has made a huge difference. You won't have heard my feet squelching at all. One thing about this camera, it'll shoot video in 8K. I shudder to think what size the files are to deal with an 8K video, so I won't be using that, or how long it'd take to load and upload to YouTube. I suppose if you had an 8K video, YouTube might push it out to a few more people, just because it is 8K and not many people have got it. But I would imagine the people that have got 8K televisions aren't really interested in me walking the dogs. They're more likely to be interested in video games, trying to be as lifelike as possible. We're back in the next field. A couple that were running up and down. I thought we were going to come in this field, so I put the camera away to keep these under control. and they just went out and got in their car and drove off. I don't know how Sandy has managed to send Skye flying again. She must have done, because Skye has got a dirty patch on her again. Still, it comes off in the river. The river is like a washing machine. Where's she going? She thinks she's going to go running around the dog track, chasing the greyhounds. She likes the cars less than the greyhounds. That happened, folks, so I locked the lead. She wasn't going to get near them. I just wanted to confirm my suspicions that she'd go after the cars, and she did. But she can definitely smell the greyhounds anyway. She likes it down this end where it's damp and smelly. A lot more to sniff. A bit of stagnant water behind Sandy, so we'll keep Skye away as well as Sandy. No. We can drink the fresh water out the river. If they want to drink. I don't know how long other people take scotties out for a walk, but we don't actually do that much walking, as you can see. We're out for a reasonable amount of time, but most of that time is spent sniffing. It's an hour and a half. The most video you can capture is probably about half an hour to 40 minutes, depending how animated they are. They love to mark their territory, don't they? Carla was a bummer for it. Shadow used to go, Wally would go on top of where Shadow went, and then Carla would shuffle around and try and find the exact spot and go on top of both of theirs and say, hey, I'm the last one. Every time. You always had to wait for her. And with Carla, whenever you got near home, you used to turn around and find she's about 30 yards behind you. She always wanted to stay out and was never in any rush to come back. Come on, Skye. I don't know what you're sniffing, but you're not going into anymore. Come on. Wally and Shadow and Collie used to go on the lead when we went on the main road because they were all allergic to the traffic. Not as allergic as these ones. And this there. Hope the dog didn't escape and they didn't find it. Because many is the time Carla and Shadow in particular used to go into that field over there. They'd bury or burrow the way through rather into the hedges, and they'd be gone for half an hour, 40 minutes sometimes, and then after they'd finished they'd come back. We're never going to be in a hurry with a plane to catch. you'd want to know where they are, so you'd probably keep them on the lead. But otherwise just leave them to it and they'll come back to you eventually anyway. Any problems with the cows or the horses, just used to mind their own business. I don't know what she thinks she's found there, but absolutely nothing is there, I can assure you. I'm only interested in finding one thing, maybe two. I'm not fond of finding rabbit droppings either. So you can guess what the other one is. Still hanging back. Come on. Skye, come on. The wind's getting up again. I can feel a few spots on the back of my neck. Not a lot of blue sky about. Sandy's taking in the breeze, surveying all she owns. What she thinks she owns anyway. There's another jogger entered the field. A lot of the joggers come quite a distance. They jog all the way to the university campus, do a couple of laps of the green, and then get back on the road and run back home again. Someone's exhaust is popping. Obviously a student, because the students also use the Greyhound Stadium car park when there's no meet on. And then they have a coach running them backwards and forwards all day to the university itself. Funnily enough, this campus here, the sports campus, has got nothing to do with the university that's next to it or nearest to it. This one's associated with Cork University, or University College Cork, it's called, UCC, whereas the other one is Munster Technical or Technology University, and that's the one that's closest. UCC is based in town really, where all the big student accommodation blocks are. Great big fancy buildings. English language students come over here as well, particularly Portuguese speaking countries like Brazil, who can enter Ireland with their Portuguese passports or whatever it is that gets them in. They can come in anyway, because Portugal obviously are part of the European Union, and once you're in, you can go anywhere you like. And of course, once you come to Ireland, you can also get in the UK by the back door, which many do, which is why we get so many Brazilians over here. Because you wouldn't have anyone to bring out takeaways if they weren't here. I don't quite know how a lot of the other ones managed to get here, the taxi drivers. Can't speak English, can't speak Irish, but they can drive a taxi. Said that if you're in the service industry, you should at least be able to speak English, if not Irish as well. because there are regions in Ireland where they do only speak Irish. You go into pubs and restaurants in places like Ballyvorney, they speak Irish. Well, people in our Doyle, which is like the Irish Parliament. Some of those can't even speak Irish nowadays. You listen to some of them who can barely speak English. What school they went to. And a lot of them certainly didn't do maths in school, because they are totally innumerate. Less means more when it comes to corporation taxes, but not for personal taxes. Apple, Microsoft and Eli Lilly all paid, or they pay their European taxes to Ireland because we have low taxes. And those three companies alone paid 46% of the entire corporation tax to this country. The tax take was just those three companies. So there you can see it yourself. That's why low means more. Tell that to Keir Starmer. Rachel Reeves have the numeracy skills of a gnat. Absolutely clueless. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sandy. Sandy. She's trying to pull the lead towards her. Got the lead in the mouth. Come on. Go Skye, go girl. If I was around for the next UK election, I'll be voting for Rupert Lowe. Round them up and ship them out. And on that happy note, I'm going to say goodbye for another day. We seem to have dodged any real rain. So I'm happy, they're happy, we're all happy. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully not wet through. But if we are, we are. Not a lot we can do about it. We do live in a particularly wet part of the world. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.